Hi, it's me, Kevin, from the internet. Welcome back to the Breakdown series, the one and only. If it's your first time watching and you want to learn how to get better at PvP in Tarkov, make sure you check out the series playlist in the description down below. I want to start off with the trick, if you want to call it that, with the scopes in this game on acquiring targets. I get many questions about this during the stream on twitch.tv/KRASHED, where I stream 6 days a week and we have a wonderful community with extremely welcoming people. We mess around a lot and we love to share info about the game. If you have any questions about the game or just want a chill place to hang out, make sure you check it out on twitch.tv/KRASHED. Anyway, let's roll the clip. We're about to face up against a duo and they spot me around the same time that I spot them. So this is naturally a bad place to be in. If you want to survive in Tarkov, you gotta pick your fights. But you'll find many fights just come spontaneously when both you and your enemies are in equally bad positions as you move around the maps. But before this happens though, I'm doing what I do a lot on the stream on twitch.tv/KRASHED. You remember those crime scene investigation shows on TV where they pick a blurry picture from a security cam and then enhance? This is effectively the same, but then in Tarkov. And the bad news for these guys is that the crime scene is about to happen. This works with just about any scope that has a magnifier. So you scope in. Notice how my surrounding view zooms in with the actual scope itself. Both the PU and the PSO scopes are pretty decent, and I'd argue the PSO scope is probably the best one in the game for its about 20k price point. But I digress. If you aim a little bit towards the ground, scope in and then use free look by holding down the middle mouse button or the scroll wheel to look over your scope. It'll give you a way bigger field of view than just peering through the scope itself. I use this mainly for spotting enemies at range. Once I spot enemies, I can start using the scope itself for higher magnification and line up a shot. It's very versatile and easy to pull off, and I recommend anybody to learn this. Not sure why this is in the game and it might get patched in the future, but for the time being you might as well make use of it because others are doing the same. It's pretty innocent anyway and it will make it way easier to spot people. Anyway, back to the raid. In this clip I'm doing the Punisher Part 3 quest where you have to kill scavs on customs using the AKS-74U. These guns are not too great and I don't really believe in spending big and modding them out for a quest like this. So I always run them like I normally do. It's an extremely low budget and great at taking out scavs. It's literally a naked AKS-74UN with a PSO scope. The N for Nico is important so you can mount a scope that uses a dovetail adapter, which the PSO does. In order for it to fit, you will have to take the dust cover off, but that only adds style points in my opinion. What you want to do is engage scavs over range with semi-auto and just one-tap them in the head. The raid just started and we just spawned. Checking out some loot spots so that the scavs spawn in, because they usually spawn in a little bit later than the PMCs do. And we run into a duo. Both these guys spot us at around the same time that we spot them. This being a 2v1, it's not a matter of outshooting one guy. We gotta outshoot both of them. And I don't know about you, but I'm certainly no Lucky Luke. For those that don't know, Lucky Luke was pretty much what John Wick is now, except with revolvers. In the days before the internet. Yes, there were days before the internet. Anyway, we're in a really bad spot. We gotta get some pop shots off and have them move before one of them lines up a headshot. We run and dash and jump towards the nearest cover we find, so we can change the dynamic of this fight and line up from a different position. I've said this many times in this series and it's truly the fundamentals of Tarkov PvP. Do anything that you can to make the fight more unfair to your opponents and take back initiative. Let the enemy react to you instead of the other way around. We get the cover as we see them run across the train tracks. This suits us because we can engage them at a distance that suits our scope. We got one. As we drop one, this 2v1 just turned into a 1v1 and our opponent literally only has parts of the train for cover. We can now move in a little bit and finish this off. Got two. GG boys. The second point I want to make is one about ammo and armor. I know armor is going to be reworked in the future and I'm very much looking forward to that day. Because right now, if you have poor ammo and your opponent has good armor, they're pretty much invincible. Allow me to illustrate my point by showing you a clip of me using an MP5 versus a guy who's running some armor. My ammo for this raid is the 9x19 PST and it does absolutely nothing to him. Watch. He has a face shield. Oh, damn it. Fucking hell. Of course he has a fucking face shield, mate. Hey, Karota, mate. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs, bro. Thank you, dude. Bro. This is fucking ridiculous. You wanna know why people use the Mosin, other than the fact that there's an entire questline devoted to it? And also completely disregarding the fact that some people actually might enjoy the challenge of running a bolt action? It's because it's effective, and as long as you aim right, you can actually kill a guy with it. You wanna know why people run Vapor Hunters? Because their ammo is good, and they can actually kill a guy. I honestly don't understand how some people get so worked up when they get killed by a Mosin and feel the need to and be a little bitch about it. You're running a 60 round laser beam meta M4 or Vals in your 2 million gold plated armor kit, and you can't have it when you die. You get outplayed and you lost your gear and pixels. Get fucking over it. Level 1 should have a chance against level 50s when they outplay them, and gear should not be a substitute for skill. Or do you really want low levels to run guns and ammo that makes it so that you never die? This kind of mindset is absolutely mind blowing to me. You wanna know why lag meta is a thing? Because of shit like this. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Gear should not be a substitute for skill, and I cannot wait for what's coming regarding to armor. Hopefully when they add the armor plates and they change it, it'll be in such a way when it makes all the different types of ammo at least a little bit viable. And we might see some more variation in terms of kits, but I digress. What should you take from this clip? Learn the ammo chart. Save yourself the frustration from a raid like this. Learn what each bullet does and if you should be shooting center mass, aka against armor, or going for lag meta. The ammo chart is made by No Food After Midnight. He is the king and doing God's work in providing the community with much needed information. I hope one day all of this info will be available in the actual game, but for the time being, he's your guy. I've got his ammo chart linked in the description, it's a command in the stream, and it's also on our Discord community. Check the description. Quick reminder that if you're enjoying the video so far and listen to me talk and ramble about stuff, to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and don't forget to ding the bell. Ding ding. Anyway, let's roll the last clip. I'm back doing my usual thing and going for lag meta on the resort. We have a cool raid where we upgrade our gear throughout it and use movement to our advantage as a solo. But of course I forgot something. This happens to me a lot when I want to quickly get back into a new raid on the stream over at twitch.tv/crashed. I don't normally run ads, but today's a special day. You get drops, I get ads. Fuck, I don't have anything on me to stop a bleed. You have a bandage, bro. Yeah, fair exchange. Yeah, I thought the same. You came to the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker. Shit, man. Come on, bandit. Come on, Bandy. Bandy boy. Oh, dang it. It's not looking too good. Bro. Oh no. Bandy! Please, Tarkov. Come on. Yes. Yes. We got him. We live. Yeah, it's we find the bandit just in time as we hear multiple footsteps running above. Dude, how many?
Дикий минус!
We're still hurt from the bleed, so we throw the nades to maybe injure them and give us time to heal back up. How many do? It's like 2? No more nades, yeah. At least 2. Could be 3. And never forget to pop a painkiller. Or in this case, lube up for action. Alright, well. What's in the AK? Oh. What? He was reloading PRS. Oh, what? I don't know if this guy was trolling, but if he's really running Igolnik in one of the mags, it's gonna be a better option than our Catter versus a 2-man. It's a gamble though. He could just as well have filled it entirely with PRS and only the top bullet with Igolnik. But I think this gamble is worth it when we're about to go 2v1. We're already behind anyway. I'm not sure what this guy was doing, but after we kill him, we relocate immediately. We're pretty hurt and we know that he has at least one teammate who knows exactly where we are now. Shoot and scoot.
Yes!
One mag Igolnik, then PRS. Yeah, the guy was going for extremes. His mate is about to come in very aggressive for a push, and this is honestly what you should be doing if you're running a team, in my opinion. Strength in numbers means overwhelm the enemy, and me being solo, I find that if I get pushed relentlessly and immediately, I die pretty much all the time against teams. Don't give the guy any time to heal back up, repack mags, etc. I don't know if he knows in which room I am, so we listen out. However, we want to be the first guy to cross the corner so we have peeker's advantage, giving us a little bit more time to get shots in. You should always aim to be the guy who pushes first, in most cases anyway. After we kill him and we make a bunch of noise yet again, it's time to move again. There's always one more, and we have a bunch of healing to do. But I'm not gonna do it in the same room that he's now calling out on the voice comms. The shoot and scoot practice will save your life in this game. Every time you engage an enemy or kill them, they will have teammates and they will call out your position after they die. Uh-oh. I really hope they don't have a third, man. He's outside.
Gotta move. Yeah, I gotta heal the stomach. I don't want to do it in that room though with the boot. Also, don't want to do it in the other room because the guy, if there's a third guy, he would have called it out now. Visor? Yeah. I know. I have a really bad habit of leaving my visor up. I mean, it's working out so far. What are the odds you think that the other guy just ran for it? Is it dumb to rely on those odds? Probably. Probably really dumb. So despite this M1 rig being a class 4 armor and my Tech a class 5, I still swap out my armor for theirs because mine is currently sitting at 15.6 durability. Which means it might tank 1 or 2 more shots before it gets completely zeroed out and becomes absolutely useless. Their armor has much more durability left, so it's worth the swap. He's better armor. How many max did he? Well, he had 20 round max, so he was confident in pushing. He was like, "Hell yeah, brother, I'm coming." Yeah, this guy was really gonna avenge his fallen teammate. But you know, I applaud that. I admire that. Happy these people actually push instead of like camping a body. I'd rather have them push like this. He died like a true warrior. There will be a place for him in Valhalla. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Vikings lately, so. And the other guy maybe just ran off. So it turns out that the third guy was either their teammate who ran away or just a random third party. They chose Axe for their money though and yeeted straight to the extract. Maybe. Oh. They were double gaming. Scavfest? VSS with the Scavfest? But why? Why would you do that? Oh, teapot. Dude, what the hell is this guy gonna recharge? Fucking Tesla? What do you need so many batteries, bro? Probably smart if I... Yeah, fuck it, I already dumped them. Yeah, I know. Should have taken the batteries over the AK. But fuck it. There's actually a guy on the YouTube. He's pretty funny. Like every single time I upload a video, I have a guy called Batman. And he always comments, "Hey Kevin." I was reading some shit yesterday on Reddit when I couldn't sleep. And people were asked on the Reddit post, what's your favorite quote? And the guy put, "I'm Batman" by Batman. Before we extract, I want to thank you for watching, as always. I know this is a bit more of an experimental video compared to the other breakdowns. I might start a new series soon where I just talk about stuff that's going on in Tarkov. Not so much a news update, because I think YouTube is already flooded by those. But more of a vlog kind of style where I talk about stuff that's on my mind regarding Tarkov and have some gameplay in the background. Feel free to let me know what you think about this in the comments. Oh yeah, and before I forget, did you know that I also stream 6 days a week on twitch.tv/crashed? Not sure if I mentioned that yet, but yeah, I stream on twitch.tv/crashed. Hope to see you there. We go live in about an hour from this video airing. See you there on twitch.tv/crashed. Goodbye.